Right now, formal complaints of housing discrimination are on the rise in Wisconsin. Take a look at the numbers.
Plus, after the firing of Paul Christ, interim head coach Jim Leonard looks to turn the Badgers' season around.
And later, the Cottage Grove community pays its final respects to a fallen firefighter. Welcome to News 3 Now at 6.
Losing out on a home or getting kicked out of your rental based on discrimination because of your color, disability, or another factor, well, it happens in Wisconsin.
And the number of people telling the state they're experiencing housing discrimination like this is on the rise. Investigative reporter Naomi Coles joins us now with the numbers. Naomi?
New data shows formal complaints about this in Wisconsin have doubled since the pandemic started, whether it's because it's more prevalent or just more people being aware of how to raise the alarm.
A particular case we've had in the Green Bay area is a family, children with autism.
A homeowners association told them they couldn't build a fence in their own yard to keep their children from running away when playing outside.
And that's turned into a federal lawsuit.
And one they'll likely win based on the preliminary injunction, as often happens when housing discrimination hits the courts. Lawsuits often start with a formal complaint to the state or the feds.
Most of the complaints we receive, just over half, are based on disability, followed by race.
New data published by the state shows housing discrimination complaints in Wisconsin basically doubled in 2021. 200 complaints after the past 8 years of 70 to 100 complaints each. This year is on track to hit a similar high. That's discrimination based on disability, race, sex, and more, with a particular category rising quickly.
During the pandemic, we have seen a marked rise in complaints that involve sexual harassment.
Those women were very reluctant to come forward. They feared no one would believe them. They feared that the landlord would retaliate.
We've taken complaints from women who've been told that they need to send their housing provider nude photos in order to get a repair made.
Erica Sanders works at the Fair Housing Council, which helps the state investigate these complaints. Some go on to pursue lawsuits where attorneys like Rock Plaid'll step in.
It usually is not a good reason for a landlord or whoever to deny an accommodation if the person has the right kind of documentation saying they have a disability-related need.
Experts say this kind of discrimination can cause massive trauma, like one client in Madison discriminated against for being black.
He didn't know who he could trust anymore.
Formal complaints can go to the state's Department of Workforce Development or the Federal Housing and Urban Development Department. More on that later tonight online at Channel 3000.
Naomi, thank you. Let's check your certified most accurate forecast now. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Well, it's been another nice day across southern Wisconsin with lots of sunshine and comfortable conditions. Let's take a look at visible cloud track. You can see some clouds in the northwestern part of the state, even a couple of sprinkles up there. The thicker clouds are farther out to the west, but most of the rest of Wisconsin is seeing plenty of sunshine. And you can see on Doppler track just a couple of light sprinkles over parts of northwestern Wisconsin dying out. The nearest showers now are mainly across South Dakota and western Minnesota. Last night with that dry air, we cooled off pretty quickly. Here in Madison, we dropped to 40. Temperatures were in the 30s north and east of Madison and mainly in the 40s to the west of town. High temperatures so far today, 69 in Madison, around 70 over southwestern Wisconsin. And current temperatures have cooled off by a couple of degrees. Still 71 degrees in Lone Rock. Madison's at 66, and those temperatures have dropped to 66 in Waunakee and 66 degrees in Cross Plains. Look for skies to be mostly clear this evening. Temperatures dropping off to about 52 by late evening. Looks like another couple nice days shaping up, but colder weather is on the way for the end of the week. I'll have the full forecast in just a few minutes.
Okay, Gary, thank you. Wisconsin football coach Paul Christ let go last night after back-to-back blowout losses and another slow start to the season.
Jim Leonard was named interim head coach in his place, and the former Badger safety would have preferred it on different circumstances to lead the program. Sports director Zach Hanley joins us now with what's next for Leonard and the team.
Yeah, a lot of mixed emotions is how Jim Leonard described his feelings about the new interim head coach title. Remember, Paul Christ gave him his first coaching opportunity when Leonard had no previous experience. And now he's stepping in to lead the Badgers out of that slow start and back to their standard and expectations of how they want to play. It's not going to be easy, but Leonard says he's ready to right the ship. That is Wisconsin football.
It's a dream for myself coming out of that nightmare, and I want to respect him and his family in all ways. And this place means a ton to myself. We want more, we want better, and that's my goal, is to try to help get us in that direction. in a unique time, and up to that task.
The challenge now for Leonard is finding that balance of letting the team process the news while still getting them ready to face Northwestern in just 5 short days. Chris McIntosh did say they'll open up a nationwide search once the season is over, but that he also feels have full confidence in Leonard can get the job done.
Zach, thank you. Now, some Badgers and other university members shared their thoughts on Twitter. Sophomore running back Braylon Allen tweeting, quote, "Anyone who wants Coach Chris gone isn't a part of this team." Overnight, junior outside linebacker Nick Herbig tweeted a tribute to Paul Chryst, dedicating the rest of his season to him. And some former Badgers also responding to the firing overnight as well. Former Badger defensive back Madison Cohn says he is thankful for Paul Chryst, everything he has done for him. And former fullback Alec Ingold simply tweeted a broken heart with Chryst's initials. Now, for more on the end of the Paul Chryst era for the Badger football program, download the Channel 3000 News app, and there you'll find the latest up-to-date stories on the Badgers as interim head coach Jim Leonard looks to lead the team through the rest of the season.
The trial for the man accused of killing 6 people after allegedly driving through a Waukesha Christmas parade is off to a rough start.
Mr. Brooks, can you right now, sitting where you are, pledge to this court not to disrupt the jury selection process?
Issues. You know good and well why we're having issues.
Mr. Brooks, we're having issues because of you.
Darrell Brooks faces 77 charges in the 2021 tragedy. Today, he managed to delay the start of his trial by becoming so disruptive, the judge had to call 10 recesses before forcing Brooks to watch proceedings from another room. The judge anticipates calling 340 prospective jurors for selection, a process that could take 3 to 4 days. 16 jurors will be selected, 12 will decide the case, and 4 will be alternates. A man charged with shooting and killing another man during Labor Day weekend last year made his initial appearance in Dane County Court. 19-year-old Jeremiah Kane is charged with 1 count of first-degree intentional homicide in connection with the shooting that killed 20-year-old Nicholas Cook. Today, a court commissioner ordered Kane be held on a $1 million cash bond. During the court appearance, the victim's mother requested the highest bond possible.
He has really changed my life. He has changed my life, my youngest son's life, his friends, his family, the community, coaches, you know, his teammates, people he went to school with. We are all very just distraught over what happened because we all know Nicholas.
Prosecutors allege that the shooting was caught on camera and an independent witness identified Kane as the shooter. Kane's next court appearance is scheduled for October 11th.
A former Madison radio personality arrested last year for having child pornography will spend 3 years in prison. 42-year-old Matthew Jones, who went by the name Jackson Jones while working for a country music radio station Q106, pleaded guilty to 1 count of possession of child pornography. According to a criminal complaint, Jones admitted to receiving nude images of underage girls from the website Tumblr.
Using your own children's real names. It's mind-boggling. The danger that you put them in is staggering.
Jones had faced 10 felony counts of possession of child pornography. The remaining 9 counts were dismissed, but read in during sentencing. Jones was also sentenced to 3 years extended supervision.
A 37-year-old man is dead after driving into a bar in the town of Sun Prairie. According to officials, the man was driving north on Prospector Lane at about 9:30 last night. He then crossed into Highway 19 before driving onto private property and into the barn. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Highway 19 was closed for about 2.5 hours.
The AARP kicking off Pedestrian Safety Month with an event meant to make people move their feet at Madison West High School today. In order to maintain proper physical health, the general rule has previously been taking about 10,000 steps a day, but new research shows the improvements in health are significant even at 7,000 steps a day.
I think it's important because everyone needs to lead a healthy lifestyle, and walking around is a great way to do that.
And in an effort to reduce injuries and kick off the start of Pedestrian Safety Month in October, AARP Wisconsin joined up with Jonathan Stalls, the founder of Walk to Connect and Pedestrian Dignity Connected, for a few events. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, in 2020, more than 6,500 pedestrians were killed. An estimated 55,000 were injured. That's nationwide.
Coming up on News 3 Now at 6, the Coast for Kids campaign enters its final week.
Plus, Dane County Executive Joe Parisi reveals his proposal for next year's Dane County budget. Stay with us.
It's our biggest sale of the year And you can save big
on quality home furnishings throughout the showroom.
Join us for our anniversary sale
and help us celebrate.
Over 25 years at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
The radical left hate America and riot in our streets. They indoctrinate our children to hate America, stoking fear and envy with their lies and deceptions. Their radical woke agenda and divisive politics are tearing our country apart. Here's Mandela Barnes.
Because the founder of this nation, awful.
Mandela Barnes is a radical leftist. He supports their woke agenda that's causing you and your family so much pain.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Fry Construction wants to thank you for once again voting us Best of Madison 3 years running with 27% off gutters or insulation. Your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best of Madison 3 years in a row. Experience the Best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Save 27% off gutters or insulation with any full roof replacement project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Mass shootings, school shootings, and violent crime are on the rise, and Ron Johnson is making things worse. He abandoned law enforcement, voting against funding for the police, preventing local departments from hiring more officers, but supported flooding our streets with guns and making it easier for violent criminals and domestic abusers to get them. Ron Johnson is failing to keep us safe. Every Town for Gun Safety Victory Fund is responsible for the content of this ad.
It's our biggest sale of the year.
And you can save big
on quality home furnishings throughout the showroom.
Join us for our anniversary sale
and help us celebrate.
Over 25 years at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. We're in the final week of our Coats for Kids collection, and so far the latest total stands at 2,722. You have until October 8th to donate. If you have any kids' winter coats you no longer need, you can donate them to any area Clinky Cleaners. You can also donate snow pants, mittens, and winter hats as well. Don't forget, you can also buy a coat off the campaign's Amazon wish list. Just head to channel3000.com/coats4kids for that link. And if you have any questions about the campaign, all you got to do is call the number you see there at the bottom of your screen.
Dade County Executive Joe Parisi introducing his 2023 budget proposal with community partners today. Now, that proposal details the county government's plans for the coming year, and that includes investments in basic needs, housing, mental health support, conservation initiatives, and more.
If there's one thing the past few years have taught us, it's that we don't know what the next year will bring. Recent times have taught us, if nothing else, the importance of community. Relevant
Overall, the budget will total $834 million and increases the county portion of your taxes on the average Madison home by about $30. Still ahead, the Cottage Grove community remembers a fallen hero.
After the break, one last send-off for a man who served both his community and his country.
And it's starting to feel more like fall, but will the trend continue through the week? Gary has a complete look at your forecast when we come back.
Probably heard by now, but Wanakee Remodeling has been transforming homes for the better part of half a century by installing materials that stand the test of time from a team of trusted home pros. Our design team delivers a turnkey experience for your interior or exterior remodeling project, leaving you with a home you love. At Wanakee Remodeling, we'll never stop improving. Right now, get a special window offer. Buy one window, get one 40% off plus special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more.
McGann Furniture and Flooring in Baraboo has a question for you. Have you ever bought furniture in a box and then had to put it together yourself? We know it's not fun. At McGann's, everything is professionally inspected and assembled before pickup or delivery. Goodbye headaches, and there's no extra charge for assembly. And remember, at McGann's, we don't raise prices only to lower them later for a sale. Stop in soon and discover the difference. McGann Furniture and Flooring, downtown Baraboo.
Ron Johnson and China. Here's how it works. While in the Senate, Johnson made $57 million from a family business whose growth was directly linked to China. He invested in Chinese factories, and Johnson's family business got $50 million in loans from the Bank of China. Johnson pushed for shipping American jobs overseas, while he got rich. Ron Johnson's out for himself, not us. SMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. The Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy providers are working together to help keep your heat and power on. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here.
Lane's Farm and Fleet's fall jean sale is going on now. We offer genuine value on quality jeans and work pants every day. But right now, get even greater denim deals on the brands you love. Like men's Rustler jeans, just $14.99. Rewards members save an extra buck. Kids silver bootcut denim, only $19.99. Plus, all tires are on sale. Get a $100 rebate when you buy 4 Cooper tires. Rewards members get an extra $50 instant savings.
Find value at Lane's Farm and Fleet.
Taking care of one of their own. That was the message behind a farewell ceremony for a Cottage Grove firefighter.
Fire trucks, police cars, and ambulances from several departments across the state headed toward a Madison area cemetery in his honor. Tahlil Mohudin was there for Nate Walker's funeral to see the impact he had on his community.
Those who knew Nate best say he was always willing to help others. Although he was always open about his struggle with PTSD, they say sometimes it's the ones supporting others that are in need of the most help.
Dane County Comm Center to firefighter Nathan Walker. Dane County Comm Center to firefighter Nathan Walker.
Monday marked the last call for Cottage Grove firefighter Nathan Walker.
We're still processing. I know it's been a week already, but just shock.
Late last month, the 31-year-old Marine Corps veteran lost his battle with PTSD when he took his own life. Today, dozens of people formed a long line of cars to offer their support and condolences.
Nathan Walker, thank you for your service to this nation and the communities you have served. You will be in our hearts and prayers, and you will never be forgotten.
He was the kind of guy that would come up and just talk to you and would want to learn your story and do whatever he could to help.
Nate leaves behind his wife, Katie, and his 2-year-old son, Calvin, and a 1-year-old daughter, Charlotte. Since his death, Nate's peers at the Cottage Grove Fire Department have helped raise more than $22,000 for his wife, a fellow firefighter and EMS responder.
We know she's going to need some help down the road. She's very proud, and I know that she doesn't want to accept that, but she knows that she will need it for her family in the future. So we just want to make sure that they're set up going forward.
They say in life, Nate was always a helper. Now it's their turn to help him and take care of one of their own.
We've got it from here, buddy. We're going to take care of Katie. We're going to take care of your kids and rest easy, and we'll take it from here.
Nate served 2 tours in Afghanistan and also joined the Sun Prairie Police Department. Later, after meeting his wife, Katie, he joined the Cottage Grove Fire Department. His peers there say he was well-liked by everyone.
Tahlil, thank you. And let's now check back in with the Chief Meteorologist, Gary Canaldi. A complete look at the forecast for the days ahead. Gary?
Well, we're looking for at least a couple more mild days. Let's start out by taking a look at 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Temperatures will be up around 70 degrees for both tomorrow and Wednesday, a little bit above average. Then we're looking for some shower chances Wednesday night and Thursday morning. Not a very high chance, probably about a 1 in 3 chance in any given location, and just maybe even an outside chance late Wednesday afternoon. But we definitely will be turning colder by the end of the week. By Friday, high temperatures might not get out of the 40s, and nighttime low temperatures by Saturday morning down around freezing could lead to a widespread frost. Doppler track, a few sprinkles across parts of South Dakota and western Minnesota. That's been the case for about the last 3 days. High pressure has been in control of our part of the Midwest, and that just keeps us high and dry for the time being. On weather track, you can see those clouds really can't get much past the, say, Wausau to La Crosse line. It's been cloudy west of there, but our side of the state has been sunny, and that trend will continue. Part of this is because of what's left of Hurricane Ian now moving up the eastern seaboard. Just a lot of that energy just kind of sitting around the eastern portion of the country. The weather system out to the west has just kind of been sitting and kicking off little waves of low pressure and a couple of showers, but they've been moving along the jet stream more to the northeast rather than the eastward toward southern Wisconsin. So again, another reason why we're high and dry, but that high pressure system in between will start moving off to the east, and this weather system will start moving in from the west as the remnants of Ian move out to sea. The closer view shows some showers again through parts of South Dakota back into Nebraska. That's right along and ahead of a very slow-moving cold front. That front probably won't reach us until sometime Wednesday night or Thursday morning, so it still has a ways to go. Right now, skies are mainly partly cloudy across northwestern Wisconsin and clear here in the southern part of the state. Temperatures in the upper 50s close to Lake Michigan. A bit of a southeasterly breeze there, keeping Milwaukee at 59, but on the other side of the Mississippi River and into Iowa, temperatures are still in the 70s. On future track, you can see those clouds kind of dissipating as they head towards southern Wisconsin, so we'll stay clear for tonight. Tomorrow, we'll see a little more cloud cover, so we'll call it partly sunny, but that still will allow temperatures to get up to around 70 degrees. Then for tomorrow night, a little more cloud cover. The shower's still out to the west of us. And then as we head into Wednesday, maybe an isolated shower popping up late in the afternoon. This is at 5 p.m., so you can see just a slight chance for a shower. The better chances for rain stay out to the west in Iowa and Minnesota. And as that cold front moves eastward, notice not a lot of rain. Again, a chance for a shower Wednesday night into Thursday morning. The better chances will be up to our northeast or to our south and west. But notice that wind shift. This starts coming through sometime on Thursday morning. And once that happens, the temperatures start to drop off. We'll look for highs around 60 on Thursday, but even colder weather, like I say, is on the way for Friday and probably Saturday as well. As we check out your forecast for tonight, planning your night, 45 for the low of Mount Horeb with mostly clear skies. Sun Prairie will be clear with a low of 43. So Wanakee, 43 and clear skies. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, maybe a little more cloud cover to the north and west, 44 in Camp Douglas. The clouds keeping a low of 52 in La Crosse, whereas Janesville could drop to 40 degrees with mostly clear skies. Tomorrow, lots of sunshine. We'll call it partly sunny. High temperature at 70 degrees, and we'll see another nice day for Wednesday with a high of 70. But that cold front comes through with shower chances Wednesday night into Thursday. High of 60 on Thursday, only 48 on Friday, and down to 32 by Saturday with frost likely. Then those temperatures start to climb back up as we head into the early part of next week. Maybe some shower or thunderstorm chances by about Wednesday of next week, but then temperatures turn colder after that. And just a reminder, it's Coats for Kids time. We're in the last week. Send your gently used clothes, your coats, mittens, hats, scarves to Clinky Cleaners locations. They'll clean them up, send them out to the Community Action Coalition. Again, Coats for Kids ends on October 8th.
An emotional 24 hours for Wisconsin football, but something that hasn't changed, there's another game on Saturday. We're going to hear again from Jim Leonard on getting his team ready for their next Big Ten game. That's coming up in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Did you know Tim Michaels said people shouldn't be openly gay in public?
But I think when you bring it out of your house and onto the public street, that's where I differ.
Is that the kind of divisive radical you want as your governor?
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime, and get moving. Go cardio crazy in our clean and spacious clubs. Jam out on the strength machines and get down with some dumbbells. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, October 14th.
Warm soil and cool air in the fall makes for perfect grass seed conditions. Fix bare patches and thin grass in a snap with Turf Champ grass seed from Menards. A 3-pound bag covers up to 750 square feet and is $9.49 after 11% rebate. Keep a variety of birds coming back to your feeder with Enchanted Garden Bird Food. Its high-quality mixture supplies a healthy meal for your feathery friends. A 10-pound bag is $6.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Happy Take and Bake Tuesday! Every Tuesday at Papa Murphy's, you can get any large pizza for just $10.99, which makes Tuesday the best day to bring home all your favorites.
We might have too many favorites.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
Lean back and save at the Century House. Right now, buy stressless recliners, sofas, or office chairs and get up to $1,500 credit towards the purchase of more. Or save $400 on stressless signature-based recliners and ottomans and motorized classic power recliners. Don't wait. Take the opportunity to fill your home with stressless comfort for less. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
Did you know Tim Michaels wants to criminalize abortion, even for pregnant rape victims?
But you wouldn't support exceptions for rape or incest?
That's correct.
Is that the kind of divisive radical you want as your governor?
Tuesday, the trial of the Christmas parade suspect picks up with the full jury in place.
We'll bring you the latest from Waukesha County Court, where Jarrell Brooks faces nearly 80 charges.
Plus, added information on a cool down headed our way and when we could see it freeze. That's from 4:30 to 7.
The Badgers have had to process a lot in the last 24 hours, but the big thing Jim Leonhard has to do now is get his players and his coaching staff mentally back in football mode. Paul Chryst was a huge reason why a lot of the current players decided to come to Wisconsin, and since the team found out about the move, they're understandably shocked, upset, sad, frustrated. You name the emotion, they're feeling it. So Leonhard has to get them ready to rally each other and get ready to play Northwestern on Saturday.
Very open and real about where we currently are and what can we do to win this coming Saturday. And the timeline of this obviously is unique, stepping into this role and just kind of how that will shake up staff dynamics and, you know, understanding that we have to compartmentalize a lot of our emotions in order to give our players the best opportunity to win this coming week, because that's not getting moved.
Might not have been the prettiest win, but the Packers managed to edge the Patriots in overtime yesterday to make it 3 straight wins. There were certainly a lot of highs and lows during the game, but a key moment came in the fourth quarter when Aaron Rodgers joined the 500 club, now just the 5th player in NFL history to throw 500 touchdowns. That mark includes postseason tutties. Romeo Doubs hauled in the pass to help Rodgers reach the milestone. Now here's what the MVP had to say about that moment.
It means I've played a long time. A lot of different guys involved in that. Not sure I could name all of them. I could probably name many of them, but fun to get Romeo that one. The timing that he had was excellent because he really tried to win back on top on the ball. He wasn't waiting for the back shoulder, so he's got really strong hands. You know, I told him after the game, I said, I'm going to keep coming to you. I'm proud of you. That was awesome the last drive. Awesome on the back shoulder. He's a great kid. Really proud of him. Happy he's ours.
Packers head across the pond this week for their first international game. They're going to face the Giants on Sunday. Badger women's hockey played lights out in their home opener series with Linden. Won 16 goals scored over those 2 games, none given up. Wisconsin remains in the top 5 in this week's WCHA rankings, and a pair of players are earning their first career conference honors following that sweep. Maddie Wheeler is named Forward of the Week after totaling 7 points over the 2 games, and Caroline Harvey earns Rookie of the Week. She tallied 5 assists against the Lions in Game 2, which actually set a school record. 5 points is the most for a defender in a game. Later this week, the Badgers are going to host St. Thomas. And what a weekend for Wisconsin volleyball. A top 10 Big Ten sweep on Friday night of Penn State, and then a gritty 5-set win yesterday over Illinois. 2-0 weekend earns the Badgers a new ranking. They're coming in at number 7 in the ABCA top 25. Badgers head to Bloomington for a midweek matchup. First serve with Indiana is set for 7.
All right, Jordan, thank you. Gary, final check.
Really nice out there. Take a look at these temperatures. 66 Madison, still 71 in Lone Rock. A little cooler closer to Lake Michigan, but expect a nice evening.
Gary, thank you, and thanks for joining us. Produce Read Out 6.
Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.